Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing a video today on an altcoin named Bonk, ticker symbol BONK. It is something that actually was brought to my attention from traditional markets because there is a company who is on the uh, New York Stock Exchange listed company, and it is actually buying Bonk in its treasury, and it is supporting Bonk through the New York stocks that it's offering. It's buying it for its company's treasury. So I was like, let's go take a look at Bonk and see how it's looking, because this company has about $100 million in treasury of altcoins already. And I don't want to go over the company yet because I am doing a lot of research on it because it's been around for like 10 years and they were miners. So I guess they're shifting its focus from mining into proof of stake, and they're staking, becoming validators for income and sharing it with the shareholders. So we'll go over that on another time. Nobody really likes stocks on this channel. Everyone is all about the crypto and altcoins. So let me get this going. Here's Bonk on a weekly time frame. You can see it tried to do its head and shoulder distribution. It was a fake out. Once the fake out took out the liquidity above the high, then it went and took out the lows. The lows actually didn't even really do too much damage. It went to previous lows. We didn't really make new lows. We just made a double bottom in a sense. And now we are finding resistance at the neckline of this massive head and possible right shoulder for continuation to the downside. Now, the reason why I don't think we are going to the downside is because I said that company is buying a lot of alts and they are holding it in their treasury, and that is just one company. I am very, very sure a lot of other companies are going to do this as well, and this company already put in 100 million. MicroStrategy put in how many billion in Bitcoin. I know Trump Media Corporation bought over like 100 million of ETH when it was on the low. So all of this just goes to show that crypto is here long term. With Coinbase now added into the Nasdaq, everything is here long term and probably going to stay long term. So some of these alts that have been around will probably start showing some love. I wanted to go over Chainlink, but today I'm going over Bonk just because of that New York Stock Exchange listed company delving into this literally just like 2 days ago. I think they started the partnership on the 15th. So it's been 5 days, and it makes sense since the last 5 days has been only going up. What I want to see is where I would look to buy this opportunity, and I am looking at around 1500 ish. It makes sense for me to do that because it's basically making a bull flag for an inverse head and shoulder right now. And if that right shoulder here, which looks like a right shoulder for a head and shoulder, but if it's a right shoulder for an inverse head and shoulder, then we can look for us to take the next leg up into like almost 100% move from that 1500 area to the 3000 area. And that's kind of what I am eyeing right now. I'll turn on the drawing so we can see what we were looking at moving forward. This orange line is when I expect the neckline to break for the breakout actually to occur. And here, let me zoom this out a little bit like this. There you go. So you can already see from the volume of this entire range, the value area low and the point of control were already tested and basically supported. And here's the value area high, which is basically the orange line around 2800, which is where I expect us to go and test into moving forward. I told you we were looking like we're making a bull flag right shoulder. Right here is where I'm looking for that flag to hold for that upside break. If the flag wants to take liquidity, I can see it coming to the POC, maybe the uh, value area low, and then I'm looking for that quick sweep up in a short squeeze fashion, probably right above this level, right into the fib, probably into that 3100, which I already said from 1500. I'm looking for us to go to around $3,000, and we're not at 1500, we're at 1800. So worst case scenario, I'm saying we'll go to like around 15. Worst case 15 to 13, and then from there I can see us getting right back up into that 3100 area as this company accumulates here. This is why I said 1500 into this level right here. It's if we lose that level, then it becomes even a bigger buying opportunity, which is very possible because this is an altcoin. It has a lot of supply, but those big wallets, if they get panicked, they can just dump it on us, and that's basically the thing that you need to be aware of. I'm going to remove this orange horizontal sitting there for no reason. We already have our blah, blah, value area high, and that can be the guide for our resistance to the top. You know, the low over here is the value area low, where we're trying to actually try to scoop it if we get an opportunity. And this is the possible price path action possibility if we get that opportunity into probably going to be next week. This week, what we need to do is hold 1894, that 1900 area. If the week closes above this 1900 area, then next week I'm looking for this bullish engulfing candle all the way into the 2800. This week, if we are going to actually play out the lower path, we're looking for us to literally lose 1890, and 1890 will become resistance for us when we go to test support into the 1500 area. So this is all what we're looking for moving forward, and how that we are basically approaching it. We're looking at it on a weekly. If we go to a daily now, okay, here's your daily. Daily actually showing you more hope that, hey, this area possibly is an accumulation zone. And you see the head, you see this head and shoulder that's trying to form? The right shoulder is the same right shoulder for this breakdown as well as the fake out. So this is where you can keep your trade um, managed basically in a very small range. That's how I would go about it. I don't want us to come this low. Actually, I would higher that to this level, which is, this is another reason I hate. There you go. I think it'll go to like 17ish, and I don't think it's gonna go too much lower. 1742 is a great level to tap and then reverse from, because that is where we are finding our EMA resistance. And the other thing I want to say why I'm not looking for too much downside is on the daily you've already done the bullish cross on the EMA. This right here is saying uh, time to long. Okay, this right here was the signal time to long, and then use the EMA to buy the dips. That's where you long on the dips, on the support. And then your stop loss should be right over here, because we don't want to go lower than this. But as long as you're trending up on this retail channel trend line, blah, 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 this Tory trend line, you ride it up. You don't need to look for downside until you actually break the trend line. And when it breaks the trend line, say you go straight down, you will come test it back again before you do the continuation. You know, like ABC. So just be patient. Let the week play out. So far, sellers are trying to push it down, but sellers are already losing power. So today's daily close might be the end of this downward path, and then into midweek, Wednesday, we can look for a sideways and up. Okay, and here's 4 hour. 4 hour is saying it wants to go down as well. Probably will get into this 1800, 1700 area, and then we can decide. You have another one more 4 hour candle to see, because the volume is subsiding, but you still need another 4 hour candle to see if the impulse is over or not. It's that next 4 hour candle, which is in New York session, that is the most important one, because that's the one that's going to do the most impulsive damage. But look over here. This looked like it was going to break down to the downside, and look, it actually was a bull flag. So that's the same thing I'm looking for here. I know it looks like it could go to the downside, but I want to see this and into New York Open just flush everyone out. And that would make sense to me, because look at this. It's basically a channel going up, down, up, and then in like a W fashion. So let's see how it plays out. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm hoping for. If everything works out, good. If not, it's okay. I have no bonk right now, but I do have my eye on bonk. I do have my eye on a few altcoins that I see corporations putting stockholder money into. So I have to actually take a look at that. Oh, look, liftoff as of May 11th. That's cute. And yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys on Bonk. If you guys have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you're interested in trading with me live, please feel free to hit me up on the Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow. Aside from that, if you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you in the next one. Have a great day. Be safe. Talk to you soon.